All right, I wanted to just do a quick screen share of something I'm working on. It's a little bit different from my other videos, but I'm trying to come up with lumber storage, and I've been kind of playing around with some ideas, and this is kind of where I'm at now. I looked on the internet, and I saw a lot of like indoor lumber storage, and I saw some outdoor lumber storage, but I was reading about vertical lumber storage indoors and how it's more efficient. And then I was like, well, I want vertical lumber storage outside because I don't really want to build like a huge building. So maybe if I built it vertically, I could have a tall building, but maybe have a smaller footprint. So kind of where I'm at. So you can kind of see here, I've got the A-frame, do like a rotation here. So I have like an A-frame in the middle where I've got my boards, pink going from left to right. This is like a 2x12, a 2x10, 2x8, 2x6, and 2x4. And then I've got some like 6x6s here by 10 foot or 12 foot. So these are 16 foot long. So just to give you an idea of scale, you got my little people here. This is like me at 6'4". So this is a pretty tall building. Actually, this is just to represent my height. So that's 307 inches. That. So that's like 25, almost 26 feet tall building wise. So it's not a small building. Width is 11 foot, and then length is 17 foot, because I wanted to be able to actually, if you look up here in this little loft, this is my 4x8 plywood. This is like 2-inch insulation. So I want to be able to butt 8-foot sheets. So the building had to be 17 foot to account for being able to get 16 foot inside diameter or inside dimension. And then over here, and the reason it's so big, so you're like, oh, why does it need to be so tall? Because you've got your 16-foot lumber before you even peak. And I'm playing with the idea of like a gambrel style. But I'm starting to, this looks so, I got a bunch of them. The reason I'm looking to make it so tall is I'm getting into metalworking, and a lot of times the stock for that will come in 20 to 24 feet. So I was like, well, I get 24-foot pieces. How am I going to store those? So that's what this is, that represents. So if I come back to the side profile, you can see just about makes it underneath. So I've got room for that. Again, actually, you can see the people. So it's actually these lofts and this like underneath the triangle, or the underneath the lumber storage is actually pretty decent. I'm 6'4", so there's probably like, I could probably actually bring this floor down a little bit, maybe. I might actually do that. But even on the top one, I can stand. So for space that I wasn't even really planning on in the middle, like other than like, I thought I was just going to shove lumber in there. Like I actually have a full walk-in. So I think what I'm going to actually end up doing with this is like, I've got like rock wool, like batt insulation, like that would be good to go down here. Screws, nuts, bolts, all that kind of like all my building material. So using this space, and then even the loft, like I've got this open, like I was saying before, because I want to be able to take advantage of the full, the peak to fit my lumber material. Maybe I'll close off this side actually. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I think maybe I might want to stand it up straight first and then like lay it back. So I don't know if I had, and actually like I didn't account for the framing. So maybe not. I might just leave it open on both sides. But I have like this catwalk. So maybe I could put stuff up there too. I mean, I'm sure I could. So I need to look into that option. And then I think these will need to be, right now I just have these as 2x12s, but I haven't confirmed the specs on that for this length. I think this is a 179 inches, so less than 16 foot. That's weird. I thought it was. But I think those need to be 11 and 7/8, 1x3/4 LVLs, or maybe 14-inch LVLs. But I'll figure that out when I get there. So this is a pretty big span. And then what I did here is like, I thought it'd be nice to have like a cut area. So I just came off the end with like a 5-foot platform. And then I'm gonna do, like I said, the gambrel roof, and then this is gonna be a shed roof. So gambrel to a shed roof, and then I could, you know, roll my miter saw out, put it under here, and actually make my cuts. And so the other reason I was thinking that is like, oh, I have to build like sliding doors. And I was thinking like a triple rail system, because I really don't have a lot of room on either edge. So there's no way I'm not gonna cover the opening. So I mean, maybe 2 would work on a bypass. So I open this up and I push it all the way to the right. That'll give me like roughly half of 16, whatever that number is. So, or if I go with triple, I can get the smaller doors and I can stack them all and then get, 2/3 of this opening. So I have to think about that. But when I was, and actually these are just laid out here, but my plan is to, I think the term is to build outriggers and have my gable ends have like a foot probably on either end. So as far as weather getting into this bay, I'm thinking I'm just going to leave this open. And then on this side, because I have that coverage, I have that pretty good shed roof over the deck coverage. But on this side, I'll probably end up doing the doors because I probably won't do anything extra. Maybe I'll see what the outriggers look like, or sorry, I'll see what the eaves look like on this. Like if I come off like a foot or 2 foot, that's a pretty steep angle. It's also pretty tall, so I think rain could still get in there. And also, I really don't want rain, I guess, getting on the plywood. Like obviously my joists are pressure treated, but everything above that is KD. So that'll make an impact on the pressure treated, or sorry, that'll make an impact on the plywood. So I need to think about that. Over here, I've got like, this is all like PVC, like 1/2 inch, whatever. So it's actually quite a bit of space in here. I mean, maybe I could scale this down. So I kind of got started on this with something small, and I think how things do, they get a little bigger. But yeah, so this is my idea. Like I said, I haven't really seen a lot of good options for outdoor storage for lumber, and I wanted to do something vertical, and I didn't see anything like that online. So yeah, so this is 11 foot by 17 foot building, about 25 foot tall, with the 5 foot extra for on the side, 5 foot on the 11 foot side, with the deck. So I guess my footprint's really like 17 by 16 in that case. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. I'm still in the idea phase, obviously, so trying to figure this all out before I commit to anything. It seems like overkill, but I'd actually like to come up with something smaller, because this is not cheap, obviously, to build. I was kind of thinking less, but with the price of lumber and everything, I'm not gonna be over a few thousand anyway, I would imagine. So, but yeah, just wanted to share this. Hope that you guys enjoy this, and maybe can give me some feedback on what you think. And yeah, I guess I'll keep recording this if there's interest, the build process. So, all right, well, to you guys soon. Bye.